today we're fitting E36 coilovers to a 190, so that should be fun, I guess. They're almost both in. The only thing I'm concerned is the rear springs. I might not be able to fit them in, but we'll see how that goes. I'm hoping everything should be fine. The car is in the tent, that's where it lives most of its time. And yeah, let me show you. Yes, let's go. Okay, let's empty out the hood because it's full of tires and parts, and when we're setting the height of the coilovers, we don't want that. We want completely empty car as it's going to be on the track, and currently not exactly that. We have tires, radiators, filters, boxes of parts, more tires, even spares in there as well. So let's empty all that, and we'll get to install the coilovers. Whoops. Fixed. So yeah, the car is cleaned up. Time to park it in for good, I guess. Let me just show you how much stuff I took out of that car. It's unbelievable. At some point I need to make an intake system for it, because right now it's just sucking dirt and shit, which is always great for your engines, you know. But yeah, have a look how much stuff I took out of that car. So 7 tires, 2 radiators, body panels, boxes and stuff like that, and it wasn't even full. Like, it could take much more. And now, as you can see, the car has raised itself up to a little bit higher. Alright, let me move it back in. Oh man, I love that car. Just look at it. Would you just look at it? It's amazing, isn't it? I'll need to get some petrol for it as well. Yeah. Yeah, that was fun. Okay. I think there's gonna be plenty of space. All right. Let's get to it now. I think I killed the extractor fan, but that's fine. Sacrifices have to be made. Alright, you don't see much of that anyway. Alright, there she is, inside the garage. Compressor's working as well. Right. This is a tool called Food Prop 3000. Yeah, that will do just fine. It sure is a beautiful Sunday. I think my neighbors hate me. But, as I said, sacrifices have to be made. Also, I left a car over there running, so he can charge his battery and drain his fuel. I think it might be overheating, you know. I haven't heard the fan stop for a good 15-20 minutes. So I think it's sure to say that I need to jack this thing up and go check out what is going on over there, because yeah, little guy might pass over there. Right, look how nice this jacking point is. Literally saves you so much time. Going one side and the other side, jack this thing up, that thing up. Right. Old shocks, springs and whatnot. The most beautiful thing in this car is that engine, M104 2.8. Sounds amazing. I love the thing. Yeah, just need to remove that resonator flap thing and then build some cobwebs here. It's been a while. And build the intake system, and at some point go for the bigger 190 radiator. This is a 124 radiator. I want the even bigger one, which I have, but there's a hole in it. See, this is the way bigger fan. Right, let me go and shut that car off before it really overheats. Okay, it's time to show you the goodies. So first off, these rose joints, heim joints, whatever you want to call them, these are going to be our steering. We got these from McGill Motorsport. Go check them out. I'll leave a link in the description for them. These are welding, so you can make them yourself. I got 4 for the inside and outside, and then I have the actual tube that we're going to use to weld them in. I'm actually going to try and TIG weld them, because I haven't done TIG in a while, and I love doing TIG. It's one of my favorite things. And then look at this, MaxPeedingrods. Right, let's open the box. Let's see what we have. I've already opened it anyway. Right, first, this doesn't come in like that. It's much well packed. There's like a foam at the top. You have your instruction manual, and also, if I can get it out of there, there's a MaxPeedingrods badge that you can put on your trunk or whatever you want, really. But it's a 3D badge, so I like that. We're gonna put that on somewhere. So this is the T7. Oh, look at that thing. T7 coilover from MaxPeedingrods. They look really good and they feel really good, like build quality. This is a nice satin finish with a little bit of roughness to it. They're really long, as there's a lot of adjustment on the actual base of the coilover. You can adjust spring rates and spring preload. Basically, you can adjust the height of the coilover, so you can set this up and then adjust your height by the collar. You have a great adjustment of camber with a spherical bearing in there as well. And listen, have you counted how many clicks this coilover has? Yeah. So yeah, we have a dampening adjustment as well, so you can control your stiffness on the track and tune it on the go. I mean, honestly, it's a sick coilover. Let's get them mounted and set the drift car up for good. And these are the rear coilovers. Well, they're the shocks. The springs sit in the control arm themselves, but you can still adjust the length of the shock by this collar down there. You have your rear height adjustment. This goes in between the spring. You can control the height of the spring. Your C-spanners are there, and as you can see, I have taken one of the rear coilovers apart so we can adapt it to the 190 coilover, but it usually comes in like that. Yeah. So you have your adjustment knob for stiffness, and then you have a spherical bearing top mount, which on an E36 bolts straight in like that. Okay, if you're running an E36, I think this is a pretty good track and road setup. You can make it stiffer for track, you can make it softer for road use. It's just amazing. I mean, for the price that this is, I think it's upping up the game of MaxPeedingrods big time. So I'm gonna leave a link in the description down below. Okay, bye. Right, so 1, 2, 3 bolts here, 3 bolts at the top, and that shock can, you know, leave the scene. But first, I think that's 19. Yep, let's go and grab that. Some WD-40 number 13 spanner. Yank everything out and put the new stuff in. You can see how much the lower control arm's been extended. Exactly 2 inches. Boom! And let's slowly move out of the way. Is that it? Bye. Not gonna need you anymore. Right. Top part of the shop. Okay, buddy, you can leave now. Haha! As easy as that. Okay, let me show you what I have done. So at the top, I have drilled a new hole next to the existing one, and over here it's a little bit in the air, but I think I'm gonna get E36 plate on the top, just weld it on top, make it stronger. I don't think it needs to be, but there we go. And also we have the actual strut bar that goes on top, so it's gonna be sandwiching that pretty well. I have rotated this that way, so when we push in we gain camber, and also we gain more caster. When we pull it out, we take caster out and we take camber out as well. At the bottom, the only thing actually you have to modify on the coilover is this hole over here. You need to enlarge it a little bit, so when the bottom bolt is in place, the top one can, you know, go through. So this is it for that side. Let me quickly tighten up all the bolts, and we're gonna lower the car and see how it looks. Wow. Wow. Now this side will be exactly the same like the other side, so let's crack on. Whoops. Up. There you go. One of the nuts that I dropped earlier. 19 spanner. The other side. Whew, I'm hot. I'm very hot. My tire is flat, I need to pump it up. Gotta pump it up. Whew. Jack is going down. And Jack is down. And get that to the softest setting. This one as well. And also our alignment is out of whack. The tire is almost straight. There we go. Whew. Jumpy, jumpy. Yes. Now, and the tire, get the car out, do the backs, do alignment. Well, make the steering linkages, do alignment. And yeah. Whew. That got me exhausted. Not too bad though, really. Everybody can do it. As you can see, simple tools. 8mm drill bit, 12mm drill bit, 13mm socket with a ratchet to do the top mounts, 5mm Allen key to do the adjustment on the coilovers, 19mm socket and 17 for your tires. That's all you need. All you need to fit them on. And a little bit of time, of course. Right, let's do the back. The car moves. Alignment is shit, but it is what it is. Oh. Wow, it feels really strange. Now, all the front is fitted. I'm pretty happy with it, the way it's sitting and all that. I like the way it drives. It's not too stiff, but it's hard enough for what I'm going to be using it. And this is on the softest setting that the coilovers have. It has lifted the car up, which is perfect. The only problem is if I want to at some point lower it more, I won't be able to. This is the lowest setting at the front. I like the way it drives. It's pretty smooth. It has self-steer. When you let off the steering wheel and you want to go straight, the wheels go back to where they need to be pointing at. One problem that I have, which I've had before with the stock suspension as well, is when you're reversing on a full lock, the wheel, one of the wheels, the one that is turning out, not turning in, locks itself because the linkages become straight, and when it's a straight line it cannot hold it, so it has a bit of a movement which is not controllable. The way to fix this, first of all, I'm going to check how it drives, and if it does that when we do the ham joint steering at the front. But if it still does that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a stopper on the actual control arm, so when it steers it doesn't overextend and lock out. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. It's quite soft, and it can go way harder. Yeah, I think overall it's an upgrade. I like it. I need to strengthen up a little bit the towers now, since we're not running springs and all the pressure is going to be on them. And yeah, let's do the backs. Okay, as I've said, on the shock we need to remove the adjustment knob with the supplied little Allen key. Remove that all the way out. Come on. There we go. 19mm socket. Just like that. This nut pops out. The whole thing goes out as well. And come on, focus. I pull this out, put one spacer, and there you go. Bob's your uncle. Push is going perfect. So I found the solution. Let me show you. It's a 13 by 13 square and a round tube that is going to fit our adapter. I'm going to weld it in like that, and then I'm going to weld this square to the lower control arm, and then Bob's your uncle. Let me just center that. Forty-three, 43, and I guess 43. Alright, let's weld that. Alright, I hope you guys see a little bit better now. Okay, this side is done, all bolted in. I have moved the spring purge holder and the spring is in. I'm just gonna bolt the shock at the top and we are ready. Just enough clearance, hopefully doesn't catch, we should be fine. The only thing is this is touching the drop link, but I think I can change the hoseway bar and run a really thin link up higher so it doesn't touch, or I can just remove it anyway, it doesn't do much. And yeah, let's do the other side and wrap it up. It's been too long now anyway. Okay, I got it all done. The car sits a little bit high. I'm hoping for the springs to settle down a little bit, but we got it. It's all mounted up. We have adjustment. Perfect. Let me show you. There she is. Ooh, that's bright. There we go. MaxPeedingrods, thank you really much for your coilovers. They're doing a great job on my car. I've tested it in the yard. It's really stiff when you put it on the stiffest option, and it's fairly soft when you put it on the softest option. And that's how I made the back. So I welded the plate, and over the plate there's a tube, the perfect size for the rear height adjuster to go into, and then the BMW spring sits perfectly. I can take the adjuster and just leave the spring be located by that, and it will be perfect. It's nice and stiff. The shock slipped back in perfectly. I just trimmed a millimeter of each side of the bush, and at the top I already showed you how it is, and this is how they sit in there. Perfect. You can reach and grab the adjuster perfectly. But yeah, whoop. Perfect. Alright, so I'll see you tomorrow when I do the steering linkages and do a kind of alignment so I can get the tires at least pointing straight. My microphone died, so sorry if the audio is a bit crap right now. But yeah, I'll see you tomorrow bright and early, finish that job and be done with it. Hello guys, it's the next day. Coil was all fitted and all that stuff. I just quickly made a quick intake sort of a pipe, and now to the most important part, the front steering linkages. The old ones are all bent out, so I straightened one of them out and took a measurement so I can cut down the tubes for the rose joints. So let me show you what we're welding in today. So these are our rose joints. They came out from McGill Motorsport, and these are the bungs that we have to weld in. These will go on the sides of the tubes. This is 26 centimeters. We have a left hand thread and a right hand thread, and 12 by 125 pitch. I think that will be enough. High misalignment spacers for N10 nuts. I think that setup should be gold. So yeah, let's bond them in and paint them and try them on the car. I think that will be quite nice. This is a cold drawn steel. Should do quite well. Should be quite plenty strong. There's no seam weld or anything like that. So yeah, let's go for it. More power. There we go, a couple restarts, but it is, in my opinion, for a hobby welder. Come on, please focus. There we go, finally. It's not perfect, but it will be plenty strong for what we need it to. These are done. Now we need to find a color to paint them. Let me just, you know, wait for them to cool off a little bit, and I painted them, and don't these look funky, eh? Okay, it's the next day again. My cold is getting worse. It's time to fit the adjustable steering arms again. We did this yesterday, and they're ready to be fitted. Scratched one of them up already, but there's the bolts. They'll go in here, M10 with the locking nuts at the back. I've loosened already the old ones, and I'm gonna knock them out with the hammer now and see how the new ones fit. So on the inner side is on top, on the how do you call it, on the outer side has to be from the bottom. Yeah, we're not even touching, that's perfect. A second. It's a mess. Trying to hold the camera down and also put the actual thing through. It's just perfect like that. Camera can't see anything. 1 minute, it's so dark. Camera can't see anything. There we go. That's in. I'll do the other side. It. Now we're good to go. Oh, super smooth. Look at that. It's amazing. So these are the old ones. You can see all bent up and janky. These are the new ones. Nice and shiny. Plenty strong. There we go. There we go. Alignment is done. Wheels are finally pointing forwards instead of every other direction. So yeah, I'll give it a rip up and down and make sure it's going in the straight line, and we're good to go. So yeah, this is it from us today. Thank you very much for watching. Subscribe, share, comment, all that good stuff. I'll leave a link down below for MaxPeedingrods and their coilovers. Thank you MaxPeedingrods for sending them. And I'm gonna leave a link down below for McGill Motorsport website, where you can get the same stuff that I did on mine. Cars aligned, track straight in the yard at least, from what I can, you know, test drive it in the 50 meters that I have here. Next thing will be on the track. So yeah, keep updated. I will see you soon. Bye bye.